What's going on, my good people? Mike Hidalgo here. Thank you for joining us on another FCP Euro DIY. Today, we're working on a 2016 Land Rover LR4. Today on the LR4 behind me, we're going to be covering how to replace the cabin air filter. We're using our Corteco cabin air filter. They are one of the leaders in cabin air filters, if not the original creators of them. So we're using their OE filter. And what's great about Corteco is that they also include an instruction list on how to do this cabin air filter job. So if it's your first time doing it and you're watching along, you also have a piece of paper to reference for that. We recommend that you change this every 15 to 30,000 miles or every year, depending on what kind of conditions the vehicle is driven in. And to learn a little bit more about why cabin air filters are so important and what exactly they do, be sure to click the link in the description box below. Our very own Ben Morawski goes deep into the world of cabin air filters and why they're so important. But before we get started on this DIY, let's take a look at some of the tools we're going to need for this job. Tools. For this job, all we're going to need is our hands and a flashlight. And a potential nice to have, but not necessary, is a vacuum. Sometimes these cabin air filters trap a lot of leaves and debris depending on where they're located, so you might need to vacuum that out. Now we know what we're working with, let's go ahead and get started. All right, my good people, we are in the Rover. We're in the passenger side of the vehicle. We're gonna go ahead and get into the glove box area. Before you start, I recommend you empty it out if it's full of your registration papers and other things you might need on the road. First, we're gonna start by opening up the glove box. From there, you're going to see you have a tab on either side. There, you're going to pinch. Once you pinch them, the glove box will fall down. At that point, you're going to see the first thing is your blower motor. Right above that is going to be where the cabin air filter is located. So let's show you how to get that out. You can see our cabin air filter is located behind this cover here. You have a tab on the right-hand side that you're going to push towards the filter, or I'm sorry, towards the center. It'll come off. And just pull it out to the right. From there, you'll be able to see the cabin air filter and note the direction of the airflow. So these arrows are pointing down. When you install your new Corteco filter, you want to make sure the arrows are pointing the same direction. To get it out, you're simply going to grab it and pull it out. And I mean, right away you can tell how nasty the old one is versus the new one. All right, let's get rid of this junk and put our new one in. Install is very simple. You simply line it up with the tray, push it in. You'll note our arrows are pointing down just like the old filter was, so our airflow is going to be correct. So you'll notice the filter has a flap that allows for the two tabs on your lid to slide underneath those. There's one, there's two. Once you get it fed in there, you slide it over to the left. It'll clip on this, and then you'll push your tab in. And that's it. Very simple. From there, we can go ahead and remove our light. And then you just take your glove box and gently give it a nice push. And it's clipped back into place. And there, you can put your stuff back in your glove box, and don't forget to put your registration back in as well. And there you have it, my good people, another DIY in the books. Overall, a very important job. You can see how nasty this old filter was. It's not even the same color or anything close to what the new one looks like. Again, keep in mind, this is the air that you breathe inside your car every day. It goes through this, so an easy DIY, but definitely a good one. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments on what we did today, leave them in the comment box below. And if you like this DIY and you want to see more like them, please consider subscribing. We make new ones all the time. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.